Hey everybody, welcome to today's video. It was actually a viewer request video, so I'll just say before we get into it, if you do have any requests for anything you'd like me to talk about, please do let me know. Obviously it is coming from the opinion of an amateur runner, and it simply is an opinion because everybody's a different body type, different preferences, but I thought that I would address the question in the form of a video just so I can make sure I'd be as thorough as possible with the feedback I'm giving people. So, from the title of the video, it's probably quite clear what I'm going to be discussing today. And it's just a quick rundown of some things that I've been using in recent weeks, especially with the weather as it's getting hotter and hotter. What am I wearing whilst out on my runs? So I just figured that we would start kind of from the bottom up and go with it there. Okay, so when it comes to socks, there are three brands, 4 different types of socks that I've been using recently on my runs. So we're going to start with the compressed sport socks here, and sorry, whilst just get these in the right position, you can possibly see, hopefully there, you've got this kind of very see-through, invisible style fabric, very stretchy. They have served me very well. They are very breathable. I haven't used them on anything past about 10k, so I couldn't necessarily give an opinion as whether that will be a marathon sock or not. I would suggest not, because the support isn't necessarily there across different areas of the foot. So compressed sport is one of the socks I've been looking at. The other has been in rotation for quite a while. These are stance socks, and so yeah, they are a pretty safe bet. Served me well. I've used these on maximum so far. I think I did 20k in them, and they've been great. I was a little bit nervous when I first got them because I couldn't feel the support in the same way as I felt with other socks. But Stance are a brand that many runners use, especially trail runners, and so yeah, that should serve you quite well. And then we've got Hilly. So basically the difference here, you've got Hilly mono skin, Hilly twin skin. I had some reservations about whether the twin skin would be appropriate given the heat, because your feet do get warm, but the level of comfort is really up there. So I've used these all my long runs so far. The conditions have been, I don't know, kind of mid-20s, and they've been fine. So it's likely I'll probably be using this for a marathon. But the other socks there, Stance are a good go-to. Compressed Sport. I've tried Sock Mine with their grip lock. I've tried, is it Belega? I've tried them. I've got some Drymax ones on at the moment, which are supposed to be perfect for hot conditions, but my feet are boiling and I'm only inside the house. I'm on a tiled floor, so basically that's kind of much of a muchness, and it's personal preference. So that's kind of socks covered. Okay, now time to discuss the shorts. I was wearing this particular pair of shorts for all of my first marathon training and for the marathon, and they were just the ultimate short for me, or so I thought. These are the Ron Hill Infinity Marathon shorts with built-in compression as well. Fantastic pair of shorts. I've got reviews and things on my site, on my YouTube channel, so you can take a look if you want to. Just type it in the channel and you will find it. Got pockets and bits and pieces like that. So that's the Ron Hill Infinity Marathon short. Thereafter I started using the Salomon shorts, which again I've got reviews on my channel if you choose to look at that. But the short I've been using for everything recently are the Lululemon shorts. These are the shorts that I won a voucher for Lululemon, and I purchased these shorts here. To be perfectly honest with you, if I wasn't recording for YouTube, I probably would use the Salomon shorts. The reason why I prefer these at the moment is because this pocket here is perfect for the GoPro, and it's simply down to that really. They are very lightweight, they are great shorts, they're very comfortable, no chafing, no rubbing, all of those things. But if it wasn't for the fact that I had to carry a GoPro with me, I'd wear probably the even lighter short, which is a Salomon. Okay, time to talk about tops now, shirts, singlets, things like that. And the original question was about this, so forgive me for taking a little while to get onto that point, but let's just go through some things that I've been wearing recently, and I've kind of narrowed it down basically to some singlets that I've been using and some shirts as well. So I will just very quickly talk about this one here. This obviously I've mentioned before. This is a Nike vest, very airy. It's from the 1980s. You won't be able to buy one, I doubt. This is my dad's. I only started wearing it recently. So that's a really cool one. And the reason why actually I was reminded to even think about looking for this, because I knew I had it, was because I've been looking into the Nike Aero Swift, and I just thought that looks really airy, looks really light, and I suddenly thought, actually, I'm pretty sure I've got a vest. So there's a Nike vest there. This one here I've worn a couple of runs. It's great. If you follow runners on YouTube, you'll be familiar with this one here. It's a Seth James Damore singlet. It is not as breathable as a running singlet would be, just because of the material that is used. I'm just looking on here. 100% cotton, so it's a cotton vest. You'll be aware that in hot conditions you probably wouldn't wear something like that, but it's good for a nice evening run because it's got a little bit of thickness to it, but it's not obviously too thick. Now these ones here I've been using predominantly for most of my runs. So the first one I actually purchased at the Expo at the Brighton Marathon because it was reduced and I like a bargain. So no, I haven't gone out and spent hundreds of pounds on things. I don't tend to do that. The biggest expense ever in my running is probably on my watch. Ron Hill vest here. I love this vest. Really, really lightweight, really, really breathable. Wish I'd bought more. There were more there at the time, I just didn't really think too far ahead. That is a fantastic vest, my absolute go-to, so I do love that. Equally, I've been using the Adidas running vest, which is here. I purchased this probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. It cost me £12. It is very breathable, very, very thin fabric, but it's black. So when you are running outside, that's going to heat up. Probably not the best choice of colour. If you're going to do it. I don't know if they had white ones. I don't recall them having white. I'm pretty sure it was only black available. But yeah, that's another option for you. This is a Nike vest. This is a Nike Sphere Dry vest. Here, I've used this for a couple of runs. I used it for 25k, and that was really, really nice as well. Very, very lightweight. And actually, I picked this up from like a charity thrift shop, picked up for £2. So I don't know if you can get these, I haven't thought to look, but obviously at the time I just like the design of it. I was like kind of scales of a fish, I thought it was quite cool. So it's a Nike Sphere Dry. And then we are on to some t-shirts, because actually some people got a preference for t-shirts, and if you're wearing a vest or something you may choose to do that. So the first one up, I used this actually in some of my marathon training, my first marathon training, and I used to wear it underneath kind of a fleecy layer because I wanted something but nothing too warm. So this here, I wish I could find more of them, but I've not been able to. This is by Spider, and I picked this up in a TK Maxx store, and it was reduced down to I think £5. And of course it was winter at the time, so I hadn't given too much thought ahead about whether it would be useful in the summer. But again, you can possibly see, can you see through that there? It's very, very, very light and a really comfortable shirt. So that's Spider there. You can see I'm not kind of not so fixed on one brand when it comes to clothing. I'm still finding my way with it. This is another one that I've been using a huge amount because it's white, and I believe it's got UV protection built in, I think. Don't quote me on that. This is just kind of a Nike dry fit, run-of-the-mill Nike running. Nothing fancy about it, it's just a white shirt. And then the other one is this one here. This is, I don't know much about it. This is the North Face. It's a Flight series. Again, I wear it because it's white. That's pretty much it. Nice and reflective, and it does the job. So that's kind of what I'm using at the moment. So everything I've just shown you there features in rotation for any of my runs, and I've pretty much only focused on using those things in the last 13, 14 weeks. Occasionally, if those are in the wash, I might pick up another running shirt, but that's more or less it. So I'm hoping that gives you some sort of indication as to what I've been wearing throughout the summer. Obviously the weather is now getting even warmer, and it may be that I start to kind of fine tune even more exactly what I'm going to be wearing, but I would be anticipating Hilly and Stance for the socks, Salomon Lululemon for the shorts, and on a hot day like this it's a singlet, so my go-to would probably be the Ron Hill one. And if I'm wearing a shirt, I'll probably go with the white Nike. So there we go. And like I say, if anybody else would like anything specific, just let me know and I'll do my best to put a video together. Take care.